I absolutely love flowers, and yes, it's nice to get them from someone that you care about. But hey, I think we should normalize sending them or buying them for yourself just because. And my next guest has made it her mission to help us with that. Christina Stembel, founder and CEO of Farmgirl Flowers, started the flower delivery company that ships beautiful flowers all over the world, and now she calls Gig Harbor home. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Kelly. I'm so excited to be here.
You're like spring, like with your outfit and everything out here looks so fun and fresh, and it smells divine.
That's the jasmine right in front of
Okay,
you.
I'm like, what am I smelling? Okay, so you're gonna teach me how to make store-bought bouquets really special with a demo.
Yes.
How do we get started?
Okay, so grocery store bouquets have gotten a bad rap, right? They're people think, oh, I don't want grocery store bouquets, but it's accessible, right? You go to the store every week. So we're really excited. We just partnered with Safeway, and I'm gonna show you how you can just go to your local Safeway store, pick up some beautiful bouquets, mixed bouquets like this.
I mean, you would never know that was
right?
What?
Yes, and then I'm gonna show you how you can make it look like a designer bouquet at home very easily. So the biggest mistake people make is usually they get a bouquet about this size, and they expect it to fill a vase that's like a 6-inch opening. That's a standard size opening. It won't.
Okay.
Yes, it will literally fall apart in here, and that's why they kind of look a little lackluster.
And maybe don't last as long because they're crammed.
Yeah, they're just not. They don't love that vase size. You have to have the right vase size. So we're gonna actually take 2 bouquets today. This is my hack. So if you're having a dinner party and you want this really like designer looking centerpiece, but you don't want to go spend $200 at a local florist to get it, go to Safeway, pick up one of these bouquets or any mixed bouquet like this. The trick is to look for something that has like visually pleasing colors. So look for like 2 colors, like we're doing pink and peaches.
Yeah,
in
it's
this
giving
one.
Wicked.
Right? Yeah, totally. So now you're gonna take your 2 over there.
Okay.
We're gonna get into the demo here real quick. Very easy. You're just gonna take off the ribbon.
Oh, I don't even want to do that because it's so beautiful.
Right?
But okay, fine.
Also, a little trick too is if you go to the grocery store, most times they have plastic on it to help with the transport of the flowers. Just go to the lovely florists they have wonderful florists at the grocery stores that will help you wrap it. If you just want to take off that plastic and put a nice piece of craft paper around it like this.
Because I think that's the difference. Everyone knows it's like store-bought if you have the plastic on, but if you go that extra step and actually ask like for them to,
And if they're not there, if it's like late at night, just go to the butcher section and ask them for just a little piece of butcher paper there.
Pro
and use
tip.
that. Yeah, you can do it in your passenger side seat super easily.
Am I taking off this little like?
Yep. You're gonna take off the twine.
Okay.
Just pull off the twine like this. This is how we wrap them.
Again, it's just so sad to do this because it already looks so beautiful. But now I want it beautiful in my home.
Yes. So if you were to put this in here, most people, they don't know that you have to cut it. Like it would just like fall.
That's
like
what I would do.
No, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. So actually we're going to put in, usually I just do 2 right next to go like this and put them in. We're going to do 1 at a time this time because we might not need to put the full second one. And then you could fill bud vases around your house.
Okay.
So we call this the chop and drop.
Chop and drop.
Yeah, you're literally just going to kind of measure it next to the vase. You're going to need to take about 2 inches off because you want the bottom flowers to hit the top of the vase, the lip of the vase.
Wow.
So just cut off about 2 inches, just like this. Yep.
Okay. Wow, these work really well too.
Dude,
I guess that's the other pro tip. Make sure you have good
clippers. Go to the hardware store and just get a pair of floral clippers or pruners, and they will cut through all the woody stems a lot better.
You're so much faster than me.
Sorry,
I'm going.
15 years experience here. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm going.
You're 80% there.
The drama.
90%.
Okay. One more.
Yep.
Boom.
Yep. This one too. Get that one.
Okay.
One more. Yep. Perfect. Now let's pull this one guy off. Yep.
Perfect.
Now,
about 2 inches off.
Yep. Now I'm going to put it on the right side first to see if we have room for another one.
Oh.
You could actually just see you can let it go like this. See, just like that.
See what you're working with.
Now see it's too big of a vase for the flowers. So now you're going to take it over to the left side.
Okay.
And we're going to take the second bouquet.
Uh-oh. See, you're ahead of me. Here we go.
We're going to do the same thing. We're just going to put it on the other side of the vase.
And if you had a smaller vase, obviously maybe a couple different vases and spread the love around your house?
Absolutely. But most people, in that cupboard above the refrigerator, they just have all those old vases that they've had for 20 years. They're usually 5 to 6 inch openings. And that's the big thing because most bouquets, it would take a lot more flowers than come in a bouquet.
Okay, and tell me too, you said you've been doing this 15 years. How did Farm Girl get started? Walk me through the business plan.
Yes, so I started Farm Girl from my dining room.
What?
Yes, in 2010. It was different day. It was 15. It was an old day, not a new day. Yes, and I had $49,000 in my bank account. I wanted to start a business, and so I quit my job, my very stable job. This was after the crash too, so people thought I was a little crazy.
Whoa.
And just learned how to make flowers. And did it from my dining room for a couple of years until my landlord found out I was running in a company illegally and needed to move it out. Started hiring team members. And I always thought I would go do the traditional Bay Area, go get funding, but never did. We're bootstrapped to this day. And yeah, we just spend less than we make. That's a good tip for us all anyway, and make sure we don't overspend and we can stay in business.
That is so
kick it old school.
incredible.
Yep.
You took a chance. Yep. Yeah. Okay.
So you're gonna move this to one side. Now put this one. Yep. You can put that in there, and this one here, and this you're doing it in quadrants. So good job.
Okay.
Like this.
Oh my goodness.
Now give it a zhuzh. Now this one has a lot of flowers in it, so you
I
could
got
actually
a lot
take some
going
out.
on there.
So then what I do is I just zhuzh it. So you really, the shape that I try to get with these is a V shape. So I'm looking for taller on left and taller right. But see, most of these will look a little roundy-moundy. So you can pull things out a little bit. And then my big trick is to go out in your yard and get some greens.
Okay.
You can forage anything you have. We have beautiful jasmine here. We have eucalyptus. We have some ruscus. Anything. You could even use pine, and we have lots of those. And then really easy thing to do.
Chop it again. Okay.
Give it a little cut.
Okay.
And you're gonna put one on the left side right here. Yep.
Like something like that?
Like that, yep.
Is that too high, or are we liking it?
A little bit higher, yeah.
A little bit high.
Maybe go 4 inches above your flowers.
Okay, 4 inches above. Let's try and find a spot for this guy. Perfect.
And I'm gonna do another one on the left too.
Can it be another green?
Yeah.
Like a different?
Yep. Any kind that you want.
Different textures
Different
going on?
textures, great.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So a little on the left and right, you're saying then, to
I do a couple
different
more.
heights.
Okay. Yep. I usually do one side a little bit taller than the other. So let's say I'm going to do the right side a little bit taller than the left.
And what do you think about, too, we were talking about this earlier, normalizing sending flowers to yourself just because?
I am so glad.
Please say you're in, right?
I am so in. I'm so glad you brought that up. Flowers, it's proven they are good for your mental health. So having flowers at home is really, it's a wonderful thing you can do for yourself. We call them little luxuries, which is why I wanted to do this line with Safeway so bad, because shipping is so expensive. Every time you order something online, shipping is really expensive. And we thought, when I started, I thought, well, I'll be able to get shipping down in a couple of years once we build up the business. That didn't happen. It just got more expensive.
Right.
And so, most people buy flowers from us for gifts for other people, but I wanted people to be able to enjoy it for themselves.
Absolutely.
And so now at Safeway, they can just go, and for the price of shipping, for $25 to $35, you can pick up a bouquet there.
So cool.
And treat yourself.
I know. Tell me more about this partnership with Safeway. How did it come about?
Yeah, I had this idea maybe 6 years ago when I saw that I was not getting the shipping down to the price that I wanted to get it to.
Right.
We were dropping, originally when we were in San Francisco only, and we did hand deliveries, it was cheaper for delivery. And so we were about 30 to 35% people that were buying for themselves. But then when we went further away from San Francisco, everybody was just buying them for gifts because they couldn't afford the shipping prices. So I thought, okay, I whiteboarded what I do in business, and I was like, how can I make flowers more accessible for our flowers? Women say they love our flowers, and so I thought, well, what if I did it? Could provide our flowers somewhere where people went every week. So I came up with the idea for grocery. I was like, we could do this.
We're
already there. And so the top of my list was Safeway, but I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to get a deal, a partnership with Safeway, and lo and behold. We did, and
Dream big.
Yes, they've been wonderful partners with us, and we're just so excited. We're now in the Bay Area, and we just launched in Tacoma, and Gig Harbor today actually launches. Yeah, so if you're in Gig Harbor area, yeah, so we're hoping that we'll just keep expanding and be able to get our flowers closer to everyone's home.
Wow, thank you so much for being here, and I'm so excited to take this home.
Yes, absolutely.